That's right. A very good evening to each and every one of you. Good evening, world. It's a pack of scamps in this government. Who is who? It's a pack of scamps. It's Alibaba the 40 thieves and scamps. Welcome in the ring, folks. Who is with tonight? Who is with tonight? Who is with tonight? It's a pack of scamps and thieves. Who is Sue? A lot of names calling tonight. Who is Sue? Jagdeo name calling. Catfish name calling. Who is Sue? That's what everybody wants to know. Who is Sue? Let's fight, folks. Wherever you are joining us from around the world, folks, welcome in the ring to each and every one of you. Some of you are joining us via Twitter, Pace and Power. Some of you guys are joining us via YouTube. Some of you guys are joining us via the Blue app, the Meta app, Facebook. And yet some of you are joining us via LinkedIn, the professional people. But we on the ghetto side. We on the Blue app, the Meta app. Some folks are going to be joining us on WhatsApp, joining us on WhatsApp. Welcome in the ring. Welcome in the ring to each and every one of you. We got our bell and we are ready to go round one. Don't get knocked out on round one, folks. Don't get knocked out in round one. Good to see each and every one of you, wherever you guys are joining us from around the world, folks. Tonight, the Jagdeo Chinese connection. Who the hell is who? That's what everyone wants to know. Inquiring minds want to know who is who. Who is who? Boo? Do you know? Who is who? Asking for a friend, asking for the country. Who is a pack of scams? Alibaba and the 40 T's. Folks, you know, as we come into the live stream, we got to share the live stream. We want to hear from you, and we want others to receive the valid and credible information as well. Shout out to all the ministers of government who are watching us. All the installed ministers of government are watching us tonight. Who is who? Take out your notebooks. We got some clue. We have a clue. Who is who? Get your notebooks out tonight, folks, and take the score. Take the score. Good to see each and every one of you. Yonat Benjamin, Elizabeth Norine, good to see you. Marlon Green, good to see you. I see Natasha is here as well. Janet is here as well. Nicole Yaw, Volney Wilson, Erwin Don Cook, Marina White. Come on down. Good to see you, Marina. Amina McDonald. Great to see you as well. Folks, how are you doing out there? How are you doing? Thanks to each and every one of you who joined our morning program, FYI. And thanks to each and every one of you who joined our podcast today as well. I am fired up and I am ready to go. God knows I want to fight somebody tonight. Who is Sue? That's what we want to know. We have a clue. Who is Sue? We're going to share it with you. Lyrics tonight. Good to have you folks with us. And let us get on the way. Lots of information to share with you guys. Guys, we are fired up here. Ready to go. Yonat Benjamin, Kesh Sharma, Claudette Harry, Nadira Smith is here as well. Guyanese brown sugar. Well, you're in short supply. These days are expensive. Winston Henry Pace and Power. Sheena Hazel, Onessa Wardine, Leonard Joseph, Leonard Duncan, Elizabeth Norine, the whole Norine clan out of Spartanburg, South Carolina. Who is Sue? Is not S-U-E, just S-U. Who is Sue? Not S-U-E, just S-U, folks. Ebon Lam, if you are going to talk, let me talk the people name properly, man. If we go vilify the people, let me vilify them properly, man. There's a pack of scams in the government. That's what we're telling y'all. It's a whole pack of scams. There's Alibaba and the 40 thieves. Alibaba and the 40 thieves. Who y'all paying rent to tonight? Who is your mortgagee? Who is your landlord? Sue paying rent. Sue got friends in high places and Sue paying rent. Who is Sue, folks? Who is Sue? We are 9 minutes in and with 2,500 viewers and climbing from around the world. Who is Sue? That's what we want to know. Folks, we there. Drinking water and just minding your own business. And boom. Boom. Vice Media Group interview. Isobel Young. Boom. Coming up, who is Sue? We want to know, folks. Rowena Williams, Paul Bourne, Johnson, Elrich Ford, Karen Thorne. Folks, we have the bell, you know. You all see the bell? This is the bell that can bring them in shape. We're going to whip them into shape with this bell, folks. Valde Wilson, Ewart, Anthony Perry. Didn't want to mess the name up. I see Susan Cortias is here as well. I see all of the installed ministers of government watching as well. Welcome into the ring, folks, for your nightly treat of the daily news. You all know you all are doing no work out there. Y'all come here to find out all that is happening around the country, in the region, and even in the diaspora. Daniel Passard, good to see you. How is Ariel Ashby and Margaret Jones? Daniel, please let us know. Melva S. Brandt, Rhonda Ferguson. The question the nation wants to know, who is Sue? Who is Sue? And why Sue renting these big properties for all kinds of funds, all kinds of amounts of money? 800,000. We're seeing all kinds of amounts being alleged. Who is Sue, folks? That is the question. The nation wants to know. Who is Sue? Who's sharing the live stream? Some of you only coming to spectate. You're only coming to steal the information, to sponge it all up, and then you're all gone. You don't even want to pardon us. Folks, hold up. You think this show is running water, folks? You think this show is running water? We tell you all, we go after the valid and credible information, and you all got to partner with us. We ain't got friends with deep pockets like Sue, you know. It's just me and you. We don't have a Sue in our life. That is, we hope and our aspiration to have a Sue in our life. All you need in your life is one Sue, you know. All you need is one Sue. The guys in the back end watching us. One Sue would set you for life. Hearing 500,000 US for one deal, and that's just a little percentage, you know, off the top. One Sue in your life could fix you. One Sue. Listen to me, folks say, if you love what you do, you'd never work a day in your life. No, nonsense. If you know a Sue, if you know one Sue, you would never work a day in your life, folks. And that is what we're going to be covering later on in our program. But ensure, guys, that you come on board and you partner with us so that we can continue to bring you programs like this, programs like the FYI, our morning program, programs like Below the Belt, our midday program, and we can come back in the evenings in the ring, folks. God knows I want to fight somebody tonight. Is it you we want to fight? So come on board, folks, and partner with us. Partner with us. You want to know how? You got to message 627-6963, and we're going to tell you the many ways, the many platforms we have that will enable you guys to partner with us. Folks, I don't know about you. I am fired up, and I am ready to head into the fight card. How are you guys doing? Bring it on a little bit so I can get some of the graphic off of my shoulder. Welcome in the ring, folks. Welcome. A fantastic evening to each and every one of you. Trust you guys have had a fantastic day. Ensure that you share the live stream. We're going to be posing a question in our poll that we posed during our midday program Below the Belt. We're going to be posing that question as well. Eager to see how you respond to that question on Sue and whether or not you believe some of what you would have heard in that interview. But right off the bat, folks, coming out of the fight card, on the fight card this evening, just for you guys, a lot of people name calling. As you guys know, Isabel, young name calling, Jagdeo name calling, Papa Jagabat name calling, Sue. All you need is a friend like Sue. Sue name calling, Catfish name calling. Yep. Frank Anthony name calling as well. A lot of names calling tonight, folks. But as we begin our broadcast, we begin with some information from around the world. Here's what's happening on that front, folks. Here is what is happening. Believe it or not, NASA is telling us that an asteroid named Bennu, you see this? Sue Bennu. Once you hear that kind of similarity there, You don't know. Nothing irregular. So this asteroid, Bennu, has a chance of impacting our planet sometime in the next 300 years, according to NASA. I said it can't be sooner. I got some people like this asteroid to lick down the house. I know mansion to them by the sea. They're wrong bug by the seaside. If this asteroid can only, if we put straight up, one asteroid land in your roof, you turn to God right away, You start saying, Allah, what is this? You turn to Allah right away. One asteroid. Some of y'all don't see your spouse house, your ex house, your ex-husband, your boyfriend who break your heart, knowing that it's coming on to Valentine. Y'all see a lot of people. 300 years, some of y'all saying this is too long, but NASA is telling us that asteroid Bennu has a chance of impacting our planet sometime in the next 300 years. I think Gail Teixeira would still be around. Gail Teixeira will still be around. 300 years watching that asteroid impact that piece of real estate there in Pradoville too. Gail Teixeira would still be around, folks. That being said, lots of stuff happening. Lots and lots of stuff happening. Look what else is happening around the region, folks. Look what is happening around the region. Folks, it's serious times. It's serious. If you know you got a good stomach, you might get turned away a little bit though. Viewers discretion advised. If you know your stomach little thingish, enough of you haven't got any belly, Enough of you only pretend to be all these big activists and, you're interested in current affairs and y'all want to fight and put you in the ring and you're ready for them and, you would take out a couple trench capos with the asteroid Bennu and couple jagabats and so forth with the asteroid. But enough of you haven't got any belly really truly. But bang your belly if that is the case, folks. From around the region, look what happened in Jamaica quite recently. There was a stabbing of a school child at this school here, Margate High in St. Elizabeth, Jamaica. A student stabbed him in his head with a pen. A student stabbed another student in his head with a pen. The student lived. But as the victim walked to the HM's office, the pen could be seen sticking out of the young man's head. Father have mercy. Snatch the wheel, Jesus. Our Father, Muhammad, Allah, whoever upstairs, don't only snatch the wheel, snatch the whole vehicle. Snatch the whole vehicle. Now, this is Margate High in St. Elizabeth, Jamaica. Folks, my father is a pen in the child's head, sticking out of the child's head as a pen. Another student inflicted that wound. It's serious there. It's serious there in Jamaica, folks. Listen to me. When those boys say they're coming for you, they're coming for you. They're serious there. That's in a school, a high school. Another student stabbed the other one in his head. Who's sharing the live stream? Wholeness got to take control of situations there. Andrew, what is your crime plan there? What's happening in the schools there? Andrew Wholeness, what is happening there? Folks, spiraling crime. Jamaica, lot of things irregular in Jamaica. Tell you, if you have stomach and thing, that one would churn you up a little bit, That one would shake you up. Not as much as Sue shake up this country over the last few hours. But we're coming to that. We are coming to that. So that's Jamaica, folks. That is some of what is happening around the region, and in particular in Jamaica. Child stabbing his head with a pen and live to tell the tale. FYI, we actually wanted to bring this one under the subtopic. It's sad when, what is really sad? That subtopic that we have. What is really sad? But for your information, folks, thanks to all of you who joined our morning program, FYI. This one is for your information. Chelsea Edgell, our national table tennis player, a champion of champions in table tennis locally, along with some other athletes. They were involved in an accident last evening on Mandela Avenue, just over the that intersection there by the National Cultural Center, and we're being made to understand that Chelsea is in stable condition and recovering well. And we want to say our thoughts and prayers go out to Chelsea Edgehill. Chelsea was one of our Olympians in this last cohort that went off and represented our country very, very well. Chelsea Edgehill rather, apologies there, was one of the persons who represented us very, very well at that Olympic Games there. And folks, we are following this. But again, folks, pray for Chelsea and all the other folks who were involved in that accident there. I'm being made to understand that some of our other athletes as well were involved. And again, let's pray for these folks. I don't know all the circumstances. That's still a matter of investigation. Some of what is happening there. But again, what a sad situation there. Just off of the intersection there, going wrong behind the Botanical Gardens there on Mandela Avenue, when this accident occurred last evening, again involving Chelsea Edgehill and some other of her sports colleague there. And we want to say, get well soon, Chelsea, and all the other folks who were involved. Get well soon, please. Get well soon. Folks, pray for them. Pray for our young people. We need our sportsmen, and Chelsea's tremendously athletic, tremendously gifted in playing table tennis, and such an inspiration to so many. We're being made to understand that also our national volleyball player, Christoph Shepard, he was among 3 persons, including Chelsea Edgehill, who were involved in that accident last night. And we're being made to understand that they're in stable condition and recovering rather. So Christoph Shepard, Chelsea Edgehill, folks, let's keep them in our prayers. And if you know someone related to them, please express our prayers are with them as we pray for a speedy recovery, folks. A speedy recovery for these young people. We need our young people. That being said, folks, we hastening along on the fight. Ghana is not a real place, It is not a real place. At all. It is not a real place. What's happening in Region 3, folks? What's happening in Region 3? Commander Errol Watts seems to be moving from one controversy to the next. From one controversy, folks, in Region 3 to the next. That begs the question, what's happening in Region 3? It's not a real place. So today we were made to understand that Errol Watts, along with some other officers there in the Region 3 region, the Region 3 district, the Region 3 command center of the Ghana Police Force, were trying to arrest a pedestrian or a cyclist, either or, on the suspicion. And this is what ended up happening there. Folks, Ghana is not a real place. Attempted to apprehend the citizen. And this was the result. Guyana is not a real place. We're telling you, it's not a real place.
Where kill him, man? Hey, kill him, man.
What story is this? Oh, Lord! What? What story? They will finna catch and don't catch?
For one, I don't know the bike got giant. What story?
What are they harassing me?
One man.
But what? Who finna catch y'all and catch it?
I need someone to flip a weed.
Come on, we go weed.
Where the weed there? Where the weed there?
We are arresting man.
What's happening in Region 3? What is happening in Region 3? All of that, folks, transpired. And we are reliably informed that the man was found with nothing illegal. All of that. And again, we're being made to understand the gentleman was found with nothing illegal. Guyana is not a real place. What's happening in Region 3? With the commander there, Errol Watts. Take another look at that, folks. Interesting times.
Where kill him, man? Hey, kill him, man.
What story is this? Oh, Lord! What? What story? And then who finna catch and don't catch?
For one, I don't know the bike got jive. Sorry.
What's they harassing me?
One.
But why try to look? Who finna catch y'all and catch you?
I didn't come out of flipping weed.
Come on, we go weed.
Ready weed there? Ready weed there?
We are arresting my.
Guyana is not a real place. You know, like our policemen, the shoe bottom smooth. It's either that or Humpty Dumpty. What y'all gonna do? Pull me 10 for me character? It's either the shoe bottom smooth or some Humpty Dumpty policemen we got. Folks, Guyana is not a real place. It is not a real place at all. What else is on the fight card this evening? One wonders. What else is on the fight card tonight? Here what's on the fight card. Spiraling crime, folks. Spiraling crime. Every goddamn day in this country, somebody harassing you for what is legally yours. You can't walk the streets of this country in peace. You just can't. You just can't. And some of us don't have the privilege of hundreds of bodyguards like some others. You just can't. Where is the crime prevention plan, Robeson? Your name calling. Robeson, your name is calling. Folks, this is downtown Georgetown. It isn't Timbuktu. It is downtown Georgetown. When the police are needed. In Region 3, they're harassing a man. They found nothing illegal. But in downtown Georgetown, oh, the criminals move, folks. The criminal move. Without being intercepted. Them boys, they're out. You can't enjoy yourself. They move with impunity. This is downtown Georgetown. In the national capital city of the oil-producing republic, folks. In the oil-producing republic. Take a look. Take a look. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Take a look at this. Spiraling crime. Yep. Spiraling crime, folks. We told you, spiraling crime. Look what else happened just today. A father. We were being made to understand. This gentleman here was kidnapped by bandits, beaten and robbed, and then released. Y'all think this country easy? Robeson name calling. All this is one day, though. All of this is one day. A father kidnapped, beaten and robbed by bandits right here in the cooperative oil producing republic. Y'all think it's easy here, folks? It is not easy. It is not. While them guys in the National Assembly talking about honky-dory and kumbaya and all those things, the criminals move among us with impunity. They move with impunity, folks. They move with impunity. That's what we telling you all. Things tight. And them boys doing strange things. And it's the least people sometimes you expect. Doing strange things because things tight. And you all know what we're talking about. This is just today again. Folks, this is just today again. Things tight. A man caught at a supermarket shoplifting. Tight. Things tight. Not for Sue. Not for Papa Jagabat. It tight for other people though.
Tell me now, why you keep them things? Yeah? You want to go see? I ain't got money for buy all. So you're not thief back from property, right? You sure? You can see now? When? So when you pay for this? You bring back the money in the morning? So you don't bring back the money? What's your name?
Ryan, Taiwan.
Open the name.
Taiwan.
Taiwan, no?
Passad.
Passad?
Yeah,
Alright.
Things tight, but we tell you all, things can tight, but you got your values. Things can tight, but you got your character. Things can tight, folks, but you got integrity. But things tight. Photo of the day, folks. Photo of the day. Folks, if you know, you got certain kinds of caricatures about you, you got to watch where you're taking out photographs. If you know, circulating on social media, in the news, there are certain caricatures. You got to let your photo taker out to us position you properly. You have to allow them to position you properly. Folks, it is all about positioning. Take what we tell you guys. It is all about positioning. You got to get in the right position. Sometimes, photo of the day, catfish. Folks, sometimes these vibes create themselves. Sometimes the memes or the mimi, whatever you call it, depending on the school you went to. Sometimes the mimes create themselves. Well, it is the signboard for us. Fish are us. Which kind of fish? Which kind of fish y'all think this is? We saw this over the weekend. We were supposed to share it with y'all yesterday, but yesterday's program was so packed. Who's sharing the damn live stream tonight, though? Yesterday's program was so packed. Folks, these memes create themselves, and you all think this picture was bad, but brace yourself. Brace yourself for the next one. Folks, this is the picture of the day. The memes create themselves. Look at this one. Them boys and Airfan went visiting the family. Airfan had a trafficking in persons, and he went to rescue some family around the corner. Things and type very fun. They said they went to rescue your family. Airfan had a trafficking in persons across the other side, so and Airfan went and rescued them boys. Airfan went and rescued them boys. Picture of the day. Picture of the day. This is it, folks. Picture of the day. Folks, listen to me. I would dismiss the whole photography team. Fire Sewell, Finlay, Williams. You understand? How y'all gonna put people out looking like this? If y'all know there are certain caricatures, jacobats, trench crappers, do better now. That being said, folks, moving along on the fight card, the time is going and we have to go with it. Moving along, folks. Picture of the day. That being said, money got for Mac. Tell somebody that. Can I get an amen and give you a bell? Money got for Mac, people. Who is Sue? Sue name calling. Money got to Mac. We run things. Things don't run we. Money got for Mac. Money got for Mac. Money got for Mac. Money got for Mac. We run things. We tell. Who's sharing the live stream? Y'all just here spectating. Too many people spectating. Gather around. Who is Sue? Errol Watts, Commander Watts, Region 3. Do you know Errol? Who is Sue? A lot of names calling. But them boys say money got for Mac. PPP come back. Them boys know for Mac money. And money, folks, got to Mac. Who knows who? Glensis Mingoborn, Millicent Ross. You know who? Bull Page, Diane Gravesandi, Paula Phillips, Onika, Monica Jones, Leslie Patricia Hillman. Y'all know who is Sue? Money got for Mac, Sue. Right? Sue, if we got a little advertising, we got a little space here and so on. We could work out something, Sue. I want Sue in the ring. Who knows Sue? Folks, money got for Mac. Well, it's Sue Gate. Jagdeo, Chinese connection. It's Sue Gate. Father, we thank you for Isabel Young and the interview. There were certain exposures. Certain exposures in that interview, folks. It's Sue Gate. You all heard the interview? You all heard the interview? Damning Revelations, folks. It was Sugate. That's what happened in here. It's a pack of scamps. Alibaba and the 40 thieves. Y'all call him a cabinet. It's a pack of scamps. But Sugate. Jagdeo and the Chinese connection. Ni hao. Ni hao. Chinese connection. But there was an interview quite recently where Jagdeo sat down with a journalist from an entity called Vice Media Group. They produce Vice News. Her name is Isabel. Yep, Isabel Young, or Isobel. Some folks say Isobel Young is the name of the journalist. Did a fantastic job in this interview, quizzing the installed vice president on connections, allegedly, that he has with some very shady characters, very shady deals. Allegedly. Don't think y'all gonna walk me up another court step. Shout out to all the jagabats and trench crappos watching me. And what an interview, folks. This was with Isabel Young from the Vice Media Group. We want to give you guys a sampling. For those of you who might have missed the interview and the quizzing of the installed Vice President Jagdeo. Here's a part of that interview.
What about within your government?
Yes.
Do you accept bribes?
Mm-hmm.
What about within your government?
Any day now.
Accept bribes?
Yep.
What about within your government?
Yes.
Do you accept bribes?
No, I don't.
We've spoken to a number of Chinese business people in Guyana who said that you do accept bribes, and they have said that in fact it's the only way to get business done is to bribe you. One Chinese businessman we spoke to involving timber logging told us that basically as long as the vice president is okay with it, it's fine. He just needs to give one phone call to whoever is in charge, they'll get it done right away. The real big boss is the vice president, everything goes under the table, the whole country is like this.
Yeah, well, I can't comment on that because it would be an anonymous person. You can just sit there and fabricate that. As I said before, a lot of the companies and reporters. But you can if you name the person, that's fine. When the reporters come from abroad, this is their catch you kind of thing. You always want to make a developing country leader look corrupt. So you've done your bit. Unless you say who the person is, I can't comment on anonymous people. I can say, two persons told me before this interview, don't do the interview with Vice News because that is precisely what they will do. They will fabricate something and come and say they spoke with people here.
Well, we're not fabricating
yes,
anything.
But
Let's talk about
let me tell you something. So all my statements are in with the Integrity Commission. The last government, they checked everything about me and they didn't find anything. They checked my bank accounts abroad. They checked everything. They didn't find anything. So there has to be the evidence of it. But you're not bringing evidence. You're saying an anonymous Chinese source.
Okay, well,
maybe the Chinese company that did not get the agreement that they wanted here, maybe they're the ones who told you. Or it could be just a fictitious thing.
Okay, well, let's talk about specific individuals. What is your relationship with Mr. Su Zhirong?
So my relationship? Nothing. He's a tenant in my place, yeah.
And he's a good friend of yours?
Yes, yes. He is a friend of ours. His father was here from many years ago.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he lives next door to you.
Yes.
You know, he was able to arrange meetings and catch-ups with you at any point in the day. He claims
as a friend, yeah.
He claims that through his very close relationship with you, that he's able to get any deal done.
Well, I don't know
and
if that's
able to change laws for investors.
But then which law has been changed for any investor?
So Sue told us that if you want to get anything done in Guyana, you need some hookups. I'm very close with the vice president and the other officials. The vice president and I share a very close relationship. Also, if we do the business, he'll help out no matter what. There's no one else who can help like he does. He also said when he's talking about
Yes, but help-
prospect investors that
Yeah.
the vice president said he can change the constitution. He said he can manage. Everything is going to be done soon. He's really treating us as brothers. He's already trying to help us as much as possible. Of course, I need to give back to him in return.
Yeah, but that is, I don't know about giving back, but I do that to everybody who comes to my office. The American companies come here to see me and they need a meeting. You asked to see me. I have an open door policy since I was president, so people come to see me. But I've had a long history of being in public office, and we never had any of this stuff that you talk. And all my accounts are clear. If you are coming here with specifics, so I just heard what you read, and that's totally accurate. I help out as many people as I can. That's totally accurate what you read there. Unbelievably accurate. It's accurate. So I help people out, but it doesn't mean for consideration. It does not mean for bribe, because I believe that we have a mission to help as many people as possible move forward in this country.
Well, Sue also told us that, the amount will divide between the vice president. It's going to be a service or process.
Oh, really?
If we're going to do business together, my boss is not going to directly receive the money. Obviously, it's not going to directly transfer to him. The service charge is 4% of the total. It's not only me, most of it's the vice president. Mm-hmm. Do you use middlemen like Sue in order to take money on your behalf so that you can keep your hands clean?
No. The answer is no.
Why do you think that Sue would say this?
I don't know. You have to ask him.
He's saying it because he, as he understands it, that's the truth.
Well, no, that's he understands it, so that's what you have to ask him. But the answer is no.
So why do you think he's saying this to us?
I don't know.
Yep. It's the old Sue for me. Old Sue? Sue? It's the old Sue for me. Wow. It's the old Sue. For your friends, you have to ask him. Or you can't level allegations without a name. And then when the name is proffered, oh Sue? Yes, same Sue. Oh Sue? Oh, I meet with a number of people. I help out a lot of people. We help out. I never get help. We help out. Folks, I'm applying for a television and a radio license shortly. Let me see if I can help out. I am going to be applying for a television and a radio license. Let me see if I'm lucky like Sue. And all the other people who can help out. Let me see if I'm so lucky like one of them. What about those who can never meet with the installed vice president to get help out? I can put the help out to the test to see how far the help out go. Oh, Sue? Is the old Sue for me? How much rent Sue paying? It was the bank accounts. My bank accounts were checked. A former president, how many bank accounts do you need overseas? How many bank accounts do you need overseas? Folks, was the old Sue for us. But who is Sue? That's the question. That is the question. Who is Sue? Don't we all want to know, inquiring minds, who is Sue? But let's take a look from what we know from a brief perusal overview in the media. We have been able to ascertain that Suji Rong is the company. We hope we're pronouncing our Chinese properly. Folks at the Chinese embassy tuning in tonight, you can help us out with a class or two. We don't mind. We got to become more fluent given the level of business that's being done in this country with China. I don't mind brushing up on my Chinese. Sue became a significant figure in Guyana, we've learned, through logging and timber company, Rongan Inc., which he owns. And all this information we gathered from the media. He became a significant figure in Guyana through their logging timber company, Rongan Inc., that he owns. Sue has long been connected to the partially state-owned Chinese logging company, Bai Shanling. Bai Shanling. Where do I know this name from? Who's sharing the damn live stream tonight so people can get valid and credible information? Rongan Inc. is considered the second biggest Chinese logger and log trader in Guyana. You say I can't rent property from Jagdeo. You know? I ain't got the timber. I don't have the timber concessions. Considered the second largest Chinese logger and log trader in Guyana. What else do we know about Sue? In 2013, Sue named Colin. Sue founded the energy gas company. And I won't even attempt to pronounce this name. Big word. Big name. But he founded an energy gas company in 2013. This company claims to have started with an investment of $50 million US. And this was gathered from their About page on their website. All of the information we're sharing here is available publicly. The company was granted a license to export fuel by Sam Hines. All the plot thickens. Sam Hines' name calling. Sam Hines' name calling. The company was granted a license to export fuel. So from timber, Sue gone into fuel now. Pim. Timber to fuel. But what else do we know about Sue? We know that the APNU AFC revoked Sue's license in 2016. And we are being made to understand from the research we've done that Sue also controls the real estate development company, High-Tech Construction. So Sue into oil, Sue into lumber, Sue into real estate as well. High-Tech Construction Inc. The company, it's alleged, was one of those which was looking to develop East Bank lands for housing during the Ramata administration. Sue name calling. Who is Sue? And all of this information is available publicly. All of it. Who is Sue, folks? That is the question. So Sue into timber, Sue into oil and gas, Sue into real estate. All you need is a friend like Sue in your life, you know. One friend like Sue, forget your boyfriend for Valentine. Forget your husband, the side chick, the main squeeze. All you need is a middleman like Sue. A middleman like Sue would fix you right. A middleman like Sue would fix everything real nice, folks. And that's the tip of the iceberg of what we know about Sue. Some we dare not mention it. It's so salacious. So salacious. We ain't got the okay yet. We have to put an asterisk over it. Until we consult with our lawyers. You see? Until then. But folks, as we were on bank accounts, it is a topic that the leader of the PNCR confronted today in a press conference that he held. Leader of the PNCR, Aubrey North, he confronted this topic of bank accounts. Jagdeo says he has bank accounts overseas, in his own words. Right? And here's what the leader of the PNCR, Aubrey Norton, said about these bank accounts.
First of all, I don't know that Jagdeo is known to be in the same corner with truth. But as far as my knowledge goes, I never heard of such an investigation. And therefore, I would say Jagdeo, they're in government. And if he wants to disprove the allegation, then he can make these bank accounts that he's talking about open to the public. Let they be investigated. I've asked for a police investigation. Let they be investigated. Let him be above board. And that and only that will remove the suspicion and allegations. But I have no knowledge that the APNU AFC investigated. I know at least one case when there was an attempt to investigate. I think a bank went to court and prevented investigations. And so it is my gut feeling that this is another time when the vice president seems to have no interest in truth.
Yep. And there you have it. He has no interest in truth. PJ, if you all like transparency and good governance and all of those fancy words, if you're all interested in all of those things, make the contents of the bank account available. But we're being made to understand that Mr. Jagdeo, in response to Aubrey Norton, leader of the PNCR, has said that Mr. Norton doesn't understand the process of declaring one's assets. That's his response. Make the contents of your bank account known to the world if you have nothing to hide. As you say, if you have nothing to hide, folks, take another listen to that interview. If you have nothing to hide, and we're going to be releasing a poll, folks. We're going to be releasing a poll. Do we have our poll? Take another listen to that interview between Isabel Young and Barrett Jagdeo on these accusations of corruptions, on these allegations of corruption. Take another listen to that.
What about within your government?
Yes.
Do you accept bribes?
No, I don't.
We've spoken to a number of Chinese business people in Guyana who said that you do accept bribes, and they have said that in fact it's the only way to get business done is to bribe you. But one Chinese businessman we spoke to involving timber logging told us that basically as long as the vice president is okay with it, it's fine. He just needs to give one phone call to whoever is in charge. They'll get it done right away. The real big boss is the vice president. Everything goes under the table. The whole country is like this.
Yeah, well, I can't comment on that because it would be an anonymous person. You can just sit there and fabricate that. As I said before, a lot of the companies and reporters. But you can if you name the person, that's fine. When the reporters come from abroad, this is their catch you kind of thing. They always want to make a developing country leader look corrupt. So you've done your bit. Unless you say who the person is, I can't comment on anonymous people. I can say, two persons told me before this interview, don't do the interview with Vice News because that is precisely what they will do. They will fabricate something and come and say they spoke with people here.
Well, we're not fabricating
yes,
anything.
But let's talk about let me tell you something. So all my statements are in with the Integrity Commission. The last government, they checked everything about me and they didn't find anything. They checked my bank accounts abroad. They checked everything. They didn't find anything. So there has to be the evidence of it. But you're not bringing evidence. You're saying an anonymous Chinese source. Okay, well, maybe the Chinese company that did not get the agreement that they wanted here, maybe they're the ones who told you. Or it could be just a fictitious thing.
Okay, well, let's talk about specific individuals. What is your relationship with Mr. Su Zhirong?
So my relationship? Nothing. He's a tenant in my place, yeah.
And he's a good friend of yours?
Yes, yes. He is a friend of ours. His father was here from many years ago.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he lives next door to you.
Yes.
You know, he was able to arrange meetings and catch-ups with you at any point in the day. He claims
as a friend, yeah.
He claims that through his very close relationship with you, that he's able to get any deal done.
Well, I don't know if that's
able to change laws for investors.
But then which law has been changed for any investor?
So Sue told us that if you want to get anything done in Guyana, you need some hookups. I'm very close with the vice president and the other officials. The vice president and I share a very close relationship. Also, if we do the business, he'll help out no matter what. There's no one else who can help like he does. He also says when he's talking about prospect investors that the vice president said he can change the constitution. He said he can manage. Everything is going to be done soon. He's really treating us as brothers. He's already trying to help us as much as possible. Of course, I need to give back to him in return.
Yeah, but that is, I don't know about giving back, but I do that to everybody who comes to my office. The American companies come here to see me, and they need a meeting. You asked to see me. I have an open door policy since I was president, so people come to see me. But I've had a long history of being in public office, and we never had any of this stuff that you talk. And all my accounts are clear. If you are coming here with specifics, so I just heard what you read, and that's totally accurate. I help out as many people as I can. That's totally accurate what you read there. Unbelievably accurate. It's accurate. So I help people out, but it doesn't mean for consideration. It does not mean for bribe, because I believe that we have a mission to help as many people as possible move forward in this country.
Well, Sue also told us that, the amount will divide between the vice president. It's going to be a service or process.
Oh, really?
If we're going to do business together, my boss is not going to directly receive the money. Obviously, it's not going to directly transfer to him. The service charge is 4% of the total. It's not only me, most of it's the vice president.
Mm-hmm.
Do you use middlemen like Sue in order to take money on your behalf so that you can keep your hands clean?
No. The answer is no.
Why do you think that Sue would say this?
I don't know. You have to ask him.
He's saying it because he, as he understands it, that's the truth.
Well, no, that's he understands it, so that's what you have to ask him. But the answer is no.
So why do you think he's saying this to us?
I don't know.
I want to talk to Sue. I want to ask Sue why he's saying the installed vice president takes bribes. I want to ask Sue, because we know there's a pack of scamps. It's Alibaba and the 40 thieves. So I want to ask Sue what he knows. Sue, you're welcome in the ring anytime. Come through, Sue. Come through. It's the old Sue for me. Oh, Sue? Sue? Oh, Sue? Oh, Sue. It's Valentine's. The fallout now. It's no chocolate and roses for Sue. Oh, Sue? Good journalism. Good work. Respect and manners. Isabel Young. Respect and manners. Isabel. Oh, Sue? Nothing to laugh about. Oh, Sue? We knew his father. Oh, Sue, he's a tenant. Sue said what the journalist said he said. We don't have to add or subtract. It's all there for you. Folks, the poll that we're running currently, we can't see who responds. All we see is the numbers. All we see is the numbers. And the question we're asking, guys, help me out. The question we're asking. Whether you believe that the vice president took a bribe, as is being alleged by Sue, whether you believe the vice president, the installed vice president, whether you believe he took a bribe. Oh, Sue? And we're going to give you that poll, the results. Stick around, guys. We're going to give you the result for that poll in just a little bit, folks. But let's get to the end of our fight card. There is more in the matter in that story besides the pistol. And I'm waiting to see when Isabel Young publishes her report. I want to see the other bits that she adds into her story, her final published story. That is what I'm waiting on. Now, these guys have taken first jump. The vice president is nervous. His back is against the wall. He is sweating. He is not in command of this interview as he is often locally. Folks, this is what journalism looks like. Right? Not getting your chihuahua critic or critics asking you questions that you feed to him. This is what journalism, real journalism, looks like. Respect and manners. Isabel Young and the journalists locally, some of you are of this quality, we know that. But others got to step up and bat. If this is a democracy, as we say it is, we got to step up and bat clearly against the wall, clearly discomforted. You think they're asking Mia Motley in Barbados these questions? Clearly, we're not getting some mere motley responses in the interview. Clearly out of his element, clearly surprised that the journalist knew about Sue. Oh, folks, let me tell you who don't know, there is more in the matter in this story than on the epistle. We got to clear some of the other stuff that we know with our lawyers. They're in the process looking through it. They're in the process looking through it. And we're going to let you guys know what the other things we've uncovered in due course. As soon as our lawyers clear it, more in the matter than just the epistle on this story. Oh yes, since I put a lot of people. I got to open door policy. Since I became president, yes, I just help out. We'll be applying for radio and television licenses very shortly, and we'll see. We'll test how many people can help out. Help out. More in the matter, folks, on that story than just the epistle. And while Sue and BJ have the nice time, COVID continues to surge. 3 more deaths today, 118 new confirmed cases. Frank name calling. Frank should have been gone a long time. Yet we tarry. 118 new cases, as we said. 3 new deaths. 1,185 total deaths. Because they distracted. Alibaba and the 40 thieves. It's a cabinet. They get the done thief with all the draw and all the wood that make the cabinet. It's a cabinet. They have a cabinet. Alibaba and the 40 thieves. Distracted. That's why we got 1,185 deaths. And when it came in August 2nd, 2020, they had 21 deaths. 474 confirmed cases. Now we over 45,000 confirmed cases. Active cases currently over 4,000. You see why the haste to open the economy, folks? You see why the haste? You know why? Money got to make, people. Money got to make. You all remember me just saying, of course people will die. Of course. Of course people will die. But we couldn't close down the country forever. Money got to make. I say for a lot of people, I got open door policy. Alibaba and the 40 thieves. We told you all is a pack of scamps. All of them. Pack of scamps. Alibaba and the 40 thieves. Open door policy. Open door. Respect and manners. Folks, this is a program. You want to share the live stream. As soon as the attorneys clear the rest of the information, we're going to show you. But we showed you what we could. About Sue. Who is Sue? You have a better understanding. Sue into lumber. He into gas. He into real estate. You understand why Sue got money for random kinds of properties? That certain people get dirt poor, dirt cheap from the state, and now renting and making millions of US dollars off of it, off of taxpayers. You understand what's happening here? Huh? Oh boy. You heard it, all of it, from the journalists there from a Vice Media Group that publishes Vice News. Isobel Young. You heard it? You heard it, folks. Share the live stream before you go. And as we say, guys, we cannot do these kinds of programs without you. We ain't got no Sue in real life. We ain't got no Sue in real life. So we got to depend on you. We ain't got no Sue in real life. You power us. They know who power them. They know the connections. Folks, them boys come back. But we are depending on you to move forward. Every day, every week, every month. We depend on you guys. Folks, to come on board and partner with us. We got the Cash App available. It's the $ in the ring 592. The $ in the ring 592. We're available via PayPal and via Zelle. It's the same email for both PayPal and Zelle. In the ring 592 gmail.com. In the ring 592 gmail.com. We're available via MMG as well. Our number there is 627-6963. 627-6963. And we're available via Western Union and via MoneyGram. I'd love to talk with Sue in the ring. Somebody could give us the hookup. Give us the hookup. Let's talk to Sue. Let's talk to Sue, folks. Last says we must hear the other side. I'd love to hear from Sue. Love to hear from Sue. Give us the hookup, somebody. That being said, folks, we're available via MoneyGram, available via Western Union as well. You need some additional information how you can come aboard and partner with us. The number to call is 627-6963. 627-6963. WhatsApp us that number, and we'll tell you how you can come on board and partner with us Help us to build out what we're doing here, folks. This is what we're powered up to do, fired up to do, folks. Bringing the credible and valid information to you. Thanks for joining us. That's our time. I'm going to stick around, folks, and give a shout out to a few folks. Give a shout out to a few folks. Share the live stream as you go. Share the live stream. Yep. Folks, the poll suggests 95% of the persons who responded to the poll says yes, he take a bribe. 95% of the persons who responded to the poll said yes, he took a bribe. 5% said no. And I'm certain you are seeing the results of that poll there. If, according in the context of what Vice News said, we're asking this. If you thought he buckled, 95% of you said yes. And 5% of you said no. 5% of you said no. There you have it, folks. There you have it. Thanks for joining us. Myrna Monroe, Angela McDonald. Folks, ensure you share the live stream before you go. And thanks for joining our program. We're on every night at 8, folks, bringing the credible and valid information to you guys. Joylyn Cook, Kwana Mingo, Janet Edwards, Jamal Aziz, Valerie Thomas. Good to see you. Elizabeth Narine, Linda Duncan, Stephen Pandey. Good to see all of you. Atala Wade, Edward Wade, Laverne Wade, Angel Wade. Good to see each and every one of you. Leon Miller, Donna Miller. I see also Sandra Hanover has joined us. Celeste Clark. Oh, respect and manners. Isobel Young, respect and manners. Sharon Castillo Edwards, Deshaun Alexander. Good to see each and every one of you. Spurry Lee, Paulette Hogbean, Sandra Brotherson, Jack Powers Allen out of Barbados. Precious Flavor, Paul Henry, Arthur McCalmon, Chanel Smith, Daniels. Chanel Smith, Daniel says, I love you, Sue. Well, I'm jealous now, Chanel. It's just like I left for Valentine. Chanel, your name Colin. Chanel, I thought we had something. Chanel. You see, I told you, if you got a friend like Sue, the old boys like me out in the cold, all you need is a friend like Sue. Some people need the money. Oh, Father, you want a bamba? You want to chill with the big boys? BJ want a bamba? You want to chill? This is what we know, folks. This is what we know. And all that we've shared with you are information available to the public. Available to the public. All right? Available to the public. Good to see you, folks. Good to see each and every one. That's our program tonight, folks. Stay safe. Ensure if you're going home, heading to work, whatever you do, be safe, folks. Be safe, folks. Be safe. And take care.